everybody. I hope you can all hear me. We've done a brief test. I'm glad that you're all here today. Thank you for joining us. I know it's a nice day outside. I'm sure you'd rather be outdoors than listening to me all day. But I just wanted to thank you all for this event. This is today a virtual viewing event for Reculver Court, which is in Reculver in North Kent. It's actually, I've got to be honest, one of my favourite residential parks probably in the country, to be fair. I've been to this park many times. The good news is I've also been there when it's sunny, which is great. But the location of this park is absolutely superb. So I'm really pleased that you're joining me today on this call. Just wanted to give you a sort of idea. The reason we're doing this today and the reason we're doing these virtual viewing events is because it is difficult at the moment due to restrictions and lockdowns and all these words we keep hearing for people to get around, and social distancing is of course extremely important. So what we wanted to do is to be able to provide you today with just if you like, a snippet of what the park is like, what facilities there are, what in terms of its location, where it is, and what you can do. And what we're going to be doing is not only, the good news is you won't have to listen to me give you loads of presentations, but what we are going to be doing today is that we are going to be giving you a live viewing. So what I would say is we're going to be going across to the park and we're going to be joined by Chris and Sharon over there. And what we're also going to be doing is today, a bit unique, we're going to be also showing you one of the homes that's due to be on the park that unfortunately we couldn't show you today, but it is actually at another park. So we're going to be crossing today to not only Reculver, but to Silver Mist, which is in Dorset as well, so that you'll be able to see not only the park Reculver and its facilities, but you'll be able to physically see one of the homes or a couple of the homes that are due to be on the park as well shortly. So it is a live viewing. I'm sure nothing can go wrong, but don't quote me on that. It is live. The feed looks really good today. We've got a good day to do it on, so it looks like it's going to go very smoothly, he says. But if there is a break in the feed or it does go off a little bit, then please bear with us. We will do what we can to get it back for you. So without me talking further ado, I'd like to introduce a couple of people. First of all, I'd like to introduce both Chris and Sharon, who is currently at the park. So hello Chris, hello Sharon.
Good afternoon.
Hi.
Good afternoon. I'm Chris Hibbard, Area Sales Manager for Royal Life.
And I'm Sharon, I'm the sales supervisor here at Reculver.
Brilliant. It looks like we couldn't have picked a better day today, could we?
That's beautiful.
Which probably explains why both of you have got such a great suntan, I suppose.
I can't say it's all because of the sun in the sky though, Chris. Thank you for noticing.
Well, look, guys, thank you very much for joining us today. You're going to obviously show us Reculver and what's going on there today, and you're going to show us facilities, you're going to show us its location. Can't wait. I'm really excited about this one. So, guys, thank you very much. I'll be back to you in just a second. So, thank you, guys. That's brilliant. And we are also joined by Wes. Wes is over in our Silver Mist development. Hello, Wes.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon.
Hi, Wes. So you're down in sunny Dorset. What's the weather like down there?
Perfect. Couldn't have picked a better time.
Right, brilliant. Well, we haven't pre-rehearsed this, so that's great. Wes is going to be showing us, as I say, a couple of the homes that's going to actually be arriving very shortly at Reculver Rise, so that you can get an idea of really the standard of the home. There are going to be different sizes and different styles, but two of the homes that Wes is going to show you, they're exactly the homes that are going to be at Reculver very shortly. So everything you see will be pretty much identical. So in that respect, I'm hoping by the end of today, you're able to get an idea of the park, its location, what it's all about, but also be able to see the homes live as well. So hopefully the call should last anywhere between 45 minutes, probably no more than an hour, depending on how many questions we get. And that then we'll have I'll explain how we can ask questions and things as we go through the call. So Wes, thank you for joining us. Again, we'll be back to you very shortly, my friend. Thank you for joining us.
No worries.
Brilliant. Okay. Well, so far so good. We've got two brilliant feeds. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, before I go any further, what I wanted to do is just to give you a brief idea of, in terms of its location, in regards to other places, and also just a little bit about the park before I pass over to Chris and over to Sharon as well. So let me just share my screen with you. so that you can see. Hopefully you can all see that, which is great. So what I'm going to be doing is just want to show you a few slides. So normally this time of year we would be conducting an open viewing event where we'd love to invite you. We'd give you some drink, we'd let you go round, we'd show you the homes, we'd engage with you and have face-to-face meetings and have to be honest, a jolly old day, which is great. Unfortunately, at the moment, that is difficult for everybody. So what we're trying to do is recreate the same sort of thing, so that, again, by the end of today, we're hoping that you can ask any questions you want, that you understand everything about the park, you've asked as many questions as you like, and that you leave there thinking, great, I'm really pleased with what I've seen. So fingers crossed. Let me just, while I'm here, let me just quickly go into some pictures of the actual park itself. Now, these are real pictures, and what we're trying to do today is give you a real version of what the park is, rather than any CGIs of, what it may look like in some professional videos that are done. This is all done. So this is a live picture, actually, of Reculver Court that you're about to see today. So the thing you'll notice is the standard of this park is very much like most of the Royal Live parks currently, that when you go in there, it has gated access. The homes are spaced well apart, you've got gardens with them, the landscaping is superb, and that's very, very important, because Royal Life want to make sure that when you buy a home there, that you like living there, that it holds its value, that you basically really, really want to be on there, and it's kept to a high standard. Again, this is another picture that we've taken. This just shows you there's a different style of home on there. There are different styles, different sizes, and that'll give you an idea. In terms of location, I've mentioned this before, it is, when we talk about a coastal location, it is as much on the coast as you can get without physically falling over the cliff and being in the edge. It is an absolutely wwonderful location. It's Reculver. Literally, you can see on this picture, it is only a stone's throw from literally the front of the pier there. You can walk up and down. There are lots of walks. You can walk all the way to Whitstable, I understand. I haven't done it yet, but I certainly will do. So in terms of location, it is lovely. It is an actual seafront location. The facilities on this park are very, very, very good. I mean, we've got an indoor swimming pool. Chris and Sharon are going to show you some of these facilities live so you can see them. So there is an indoor swimming pool. There is also a cafe there as well. So it's just for the residents that if they'd like to, they can talk to one another, they can engage with each other, they can go for a coffee, and it is a lovely, lovely atmosphere that we have there. We have some amazing residents there that, they've made some great friendships, and that's what we want to encourage here. So the facilities are superb. This is a bit of a montage that we put together, again, to show you the quality of what we have over there. The homes come fully furnished. They literally, you can walk in and everything is there for you, apart from your clothes, of course. So let me give you some information about Reculver itself. So it is a residential park. So you are able to live there all year round, and it can be your main residence. So this is an actual residential park. The reason I'm mentioning that is because for many of you that may have been out and looked at coastal locations, very often they're leisure parks that you come across. And of course, leisure means you can't always live there all year round. You have to leave for certain weeks of the year. But this is a true residential park. The minimum age for the park is 45. I am looking at some of the pictures I've got in front of me. I'm questioning whether you're 45, but I'll take your word for it. But 45 is the minimum age to live on the park. We do allow pets there as well. So again, the walks there are fantastic. So whether you've got a dog, I don't think many people take a cat for a walk these days, but I don't know. But with the dogs, you can take them for a walk. There's loads to do on there. Absolutely brilliant. So pets are allowed on this development. The prices start from $235,000. Now, what we're going to show you today is the original park, which is Reculver Court. There is only one home remaining currently. There's been a phenomenal number of sales there. It's been very popular, as I'm sure you could understand. There is one home for sale left there. However, there is a new development called Reculver Rise, which is due to start, due to be finished within the next few months, which basically the prices it's an exclusive development, only 20 homes in there, and many of them have sea views literally from the backs of their property. So they start a little bit higher there from 375. The other thing as well is that, as Chris will explain, there is going to be a new phase coming very shortly, where again, if you have a budget which is in between those two figures, there will be properties available at those levels as well. So we're hoping there is something for everybody today that they can get out of it. So there is properties, as I say, ranging in price range here. The ones we're going to show you are the homes that are going to be going on to Reculver Rise, and you'll be able to see the quality. But even then, even if it's a smaller home you get, the quality of these homes are absolutely superb, and they are of a similar quality. So there we go. In terms of location, I'm sure some of you already know where Kent is and where Reculver may be, but I just wanted to show you yourself. So where it's located, you have on the doorstep Whitstable, Herne Bay, you've got Ramsgate nearby, you've got Canterbury, you've got, whether you want to be on the coast or wherever you want to be there, it is very, very accessible. Again, you can get to the M25 from here as well. So it's in terms of location, it is right on the coast, as you can see from this. This is an aerial shot. I wanted to show you this because this is exactly how close it is to the sea. As you can see from here, you've got what they call Reculver Towers, which are the Roman fort, which are absolutely literally just a stone's throw from the park, and you can see here how close it is to everything, and you've got fields around you. You know, this is a rural location. The good news is you have things on your doorstep, but it is a lovely, secluded, quiet location. It's spot on. If you like being outdoors, like walks, like fresh air, want to be the coast, this is the place for you. So just to give you an idea in terms of local amenities, on the doorstep, you've got, within a mile, you've got your GP surgery. You've got your local shop, which is just about 2 miles down the road, same as the post office. You've got a big supermarket, which is, I believe it's a Sainsbury's, and that's 3.5 miles away as well. So everything is pretty much within striking distance of where the park is as well. So although you're rural, you do have things nearby as well. I wanted to just point out on this map, so just to show you the new phase that's coming. So where I've circled there, that's where Reculver Rise is going to be. So the properties will have, when I say a sea view, they will have a proper sea view, which is going to be absolutely breathtaking. We were hoping to be able to show you that. The expected finish date was about now. Of course, unfortunately, with what's happened currently, everything's been put back slightly because of works and workmen and everything else, but we hopefully are going to be cracking on that very soon. But just to show you, Reculver Rise is an actual seafront location, and it is only 20 properties in there. So again, lovely. I think I've got off enough about location. I think you've got the idea. Now, if for some reason by the end of today you like what you see, you love the style of the park, maybe the homes that you see, but maybe the location isn't quite right for you, then by all means, let's talk again, let's talk further, because Royal Life currently have a number of parks that are actually finished the same standard as this park will be. And again, some of them have similar facilities as well. But they also have a number of parks that they're currently working on as well, and they're growing and growing all the time. So I'm sure that if you want something of this standard, then you would be able to buy on a different park somewhere and you'd get pretty much what you're seeing today. So there are plenty around the UK. If as I say, if the location is not right for you, please let us know. Okay, so we're getting to the end of me talking quite a bit at you, which is, I know can be a bit dull and boring at times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be passing over to Chris and Sharon in just a second. And they're going to be basically showing us around Reculver and the facilities and everything else. And we're going to go across to Wes as well when we're showing you the homes. Now, because I've muted you all, obviously it's difficult to ask questions because otherwise the videos will keep cutting in and out. So what we're going to do is at the bottom of your screen, there is a chat button. So what I would encourage you to do, that if you click on that chat button, it brings up a message that either you can send to everybody, or if you click on the little arrow, you can send it just to me if you want as a more private question. But what I would encourage you to do is, as we're going around either the park itself, the development, or we're going around the home, if there's any questions you wish to ask, please drop it down. Just type me an email. Just type me a message, and I will ask the person who's presenting at that time, so that you can hear the question being asked and you can get the answers as well. So I really want you to engage with this. Hopefully we can get some questions asked, and that will help everybody on there. So that's what to do if you want to ask a question. We will, at the end of it, be able to hang on after the call, so you can ask more questions one-on-one if you wish to, but that's just whilst we're going round and you're seeing what we're seeing. So enough from me. You need to, what we're going to do now is we are going to go across to Chris and Sharon. So let me just go across to them. Chris, Sharon.
Hello.
We are in your capable hands. If you could do your thing and show us, that would be lovely.
Thank you very much. So it's a bit of a joint effort here today, but we're standing outside the gates of Reculver Court at the moment, as it's a really good feature to show you. The gates are locked all day and are entry by yourselves. So it's a mobile entry. I'm just going to show you the gates opening behind us and take you onto the development itself. Like Chris said, if you've got any questions along the way, please feel free to ask. I'm going to turn the camera away from ourselves and we'll take you into Reculver Court here behind us. Okay, so gates open. We'll make our way into Reculver Court. The first part I'm going to show you is making our way through the gates and down to Camellia Crescent. But there are some features that are present on the majority of our Royal Life parks, which are the fountains, the landscape gardens, the scenery, just the level of quality within the infrastructure, our street lighting, our homes, the general feel. All of our developments are over 45 developments, so they're for the retired and semi-retired. And as you can see, as a general feeling, the developments are fantastic. The quality involved in the homes and providing those homes, and the sort of planting and sort of tarmac and roads and everything else is fantastic as a standard. Just getting going round now into Camellia Crescent. I've got a beautiful day here, so I'm just going to walk you up one of the roads, which is Camellia Crescent. There's a number of different homes, but you'll be able to see everyone's individual style of home, different features within homes, different finishes, steps to the homes, ramps to the homes, sheds supplied with the homes, the driveways, and the general condition of how we supply our parks at Royal Life. As I say, we've got a beautiful blue sky day today, but I'm going to show you a really nice area of this development, which is going to be very similar to how the development's laid out at Reculver Rise. So this is the end of Camellia Crescent. As you can see, we've got 3 beautiful homes and a weeping willow here in front of us. We try and keep any natural aesthetics that the development has as we increase. As you can see, it's a beautiful area. Behind the home directly in front of us, as Chris referenced a moment ago, is just open fields. So you cross the road to the other side of the development and you've got the straight looking over to the coast into the sea, and you've got open fields behind us. I'll just pan around and show you. I don't know if you can see just behind those homes there and those sheds for those properties, it's just open fields behind us. So we've got the best of everything at Reculver Court, Reculver Rise, in the sense of we are in the countryside but right by the coast at the same time. We're going to take you out of Camellia Crescent and take you down Magnolia Walk, which is just another roadway here at Reculver. You'll be able to just continue to see the flow of the development, the pathways, the driveways that are supplied to each home, as well as the planters that we provide on all Royal Life developments, and just a general feel of the level of quality from our developments. You'll be able to see that some homes have different styles of entrances, different steps into the home. Some are more low level with planters, like the home in front of us here. Some are at different levels that have handrails, like wrought iron handrails around them. We also have decks and verandas and raised patios. You'll probably be able to see as we go around that you can have a shed supplied with your home. We also have rotary lines with the home, so all these things that you'd normally be used to, you'll be able to continue with our properties here at Reculver Rise.
Chris,
Yep.
yeah, sorry to ask. I've had a couple of questions come through, so I thought I would nip in if that's okay. So, thank you. Thank you, guys. These questions are really good. That's probably timed well before you get run over as well, Chris.
Yeah, thanks.
So basically, someone's asked, do the homes all come with driveways? And somebody else has asked, can you actually, instead of steps, could you have a ramp?
Yeah, I'll let Sharon answer that question.
Yeah, all the homes come with driveways, so you can get up to 2 vehicles on your property. Yeah, we can make adaptations to steps or have ramps fitted outside either the back or the front of the home for you.
Brilliant. Thank you, guys.
No problem. No problem. Yeah, Sharon's absolutely right. If there's any particular access requirements, just discuss it with the sales advisor or the sales manager, like Sharon on the development, and they'd be happy to accommodate a ramp to the rear or the front door of the property. So I'm going to take a stop here. I'm just going to pan round and show you everybody's beautiful gardens that they're looking after. Like I say, Reculver Court's a beautiful community feel, a gated, secure community. And looking back up the road we've just walked, you'll be able to see the homes positioned. And I'm stood in the middle of the road, there's nothing coming behind me, so I'm nice and safe. And over above, you can see that weeping willow from Amelia, where we've just come from. We're going to walk you back up now towards the main gates. And I believe, Chris, that you're going to hand over to Wesley shortly, and we're going to have a look at 1 or 2 of the homes that are going to be supplied at Reculver Rise.
That's the plan, Chris. Yeah. He's all there. He's ready. He's eager. So yeah, we could go over to him. Have you finished showing this part, or do you want to just show the front of it again?
So I'm going to walk back up towards the gates and show you the entrance from a different angle. And then once you've cut to Wes and we see the homes, when you come back to myself and Sharon, we'll be at the facilities. So we'll be showing you the indoor pool, the tea garden and the cafe. And Sharon will be able to give you a bit more of a lowdown of how those facilities operate. And then we'll be showing you the views a little bit later on from Reculver Rise themselves. But yeah, if everyone's happy, or if anyone's got any particular questions relating to this part of the development, I'm happy that you go across to Wes and we take a look at some of those beautiful homes.
Brilliant. And we'll have some questions later anyway for you. I'll tell you what, Chris, would you be able to show us, there's obviously only one home left for sale there, isn't there?
There is indeed, yes, at the moment.
Could you quickly show us where that is? And because it's in a lovely spot as well, isn't it?
It is indeed, yeah. I will make my way over there. I'm just walking, I'm sort of taking a bit of a shortcut. I'm walking across a little development area with a couple of empty development plots for future use. And I'll show you the home itself. I'm taking a little shortcut, otherwise I'll bore you by walking around the whole development. So the home that's currently for sale here at the moment is this one, which is a Hayden Classic. And this home is on for $235,000. So this is located very close to the entranceway of Reculver Court. It's a beautiful home, really contemporary feel. As you can see with the grey cladding to the outside, it's all ready to move into. So that good ample sized driveway that Sharon was referring to earlier can fit 2 vehicles. It probably could fit 3 on a good day, depends on the size of the car. You've got steps up to your side door there, and then a main entrance up with another set of feature steps, which I'll just take you up so you can see the external of the home. And then a really good sized garden with this home as well. As you can see, all laid to lawn at the moment. And you've got the raised sleepers and planters at the back behind you. So the gardens are almost pre-landscaped on your arrival. But a really good sized garden, and I must say, a little bit of a sun trap. It's a beautiful garden. It's got all the sun. I'll just show you all the sun at the back there this afternoon. But yeah, this is the Hayden Classic, and we have this home available for purchase immediately at Reculver Court. Brilliant.
That's lovely, Chris. Well, I'll tell you what, then, probably now is a great opportunity for me to pass over to Wes then. Shall we do that?
Yeah, fantastic. And we'll see you back at the facilities.
Brilliant. Thanks, Chris. That's great. Thank you. So, what I'm going to do is I'm now going to pass you over to Wes, who's going to be able to show you a couple of the homes that are going to be actually over at Reculver Rise as well. So, Wes,
Hello everyone, I hope you're well this afternoon. As Chris said, I'm one of the sales advisors here down in Silver Mists in sunny Dorset, and I'm just going to show you a couple of the homes that are due to come onto Reculver Rise very soon. So I'm just going to turn the camera around if you give me a second and show you the first one. Okay, so what we have here is a Stately Albion Kensington. A really lovely looking home, as you can see. It's 46 foot long by 20 foot wide, and a really modern contemporary look to the building, as you see. Again, Stately are that kind of modern, more modern manufacturer, so the grey windows, the grey and whites on the composite cladding just makes them look fantastic. Now again, I'm focusing more on the homes here because although most of our parks are fairly similar in aesthetics, again, this is just to give you an idea of the home that will be on the Reculver Rise. So I'm going to take you through these lovely steps up into the front porch. Again, as Chris said earlier, if you have any questions or anything you want to see specifically in this home as I'm going round, then please do ask the question and I will go into further detail for you. Stepping straight in, you are into your lovely kitchen, as you can see. Really nice, modern again, lovely grey finish with the tiled and glass splashback as well, which looks fantastic. You've got a lovely island in the middle, which you can sit around, obviously, for food. And as I take you through just from this angle, you can see that all of your appliances are built in. Now, if I move from the right-hand side where I'm going to at the moment, type of appliances I'm talking about are a full-size dishwasher, which is fantastic, a lovely large 5-ring electric hob with extractor above. We've also got plenty of drawer space below the hob as well as the cupboard space up and over. Coming round to the sink, which is a 1.5 sink with a drainer and a lovely kind of rinse tap, which makes it very easy for when you're washing up. We also then have already built in is the tumble dryer. This one in particular does have a tumble dryer and a washing machine built into here, which makes it very easy, obviously, to access everything all in one place. Back entrance to the doors, and then round to the other side of the kitchen, which you can see you've got the double oven. Fridge freezer just on this side, with a large fridge above. What I really like about this oven, I believe, we've got a hot plate in there as well. So again, you can turn that on, put your plates in if you've got family round, and it keeps them nice and hot, ready for when you're serving food. Really, really thought of everything within these homes, and again just shows you the pure quality of them and everything that's involved. Within the island, the other side there, you can see you've got a little wine fridge and some more storage. So ample storage, as you'd appreciate, is vital in these homes. As I look up from the other side of the kitchen, you've actually got your separate dining area. So behind the dining table is a nice bay window, emphasises the space in the room. And again, a slight partition that leads into the living room. So again, you can have your separate dining area.
Wes, sorry to interrupt. Yeah, I've had a question from somebody within the group. So again, thank you guys. These questions are great. If for some reason, obviously these homes come fully furnished, as you can see today. If someone wants to bring their own furniture, is that possible?
Absolutely. All the homes, as I say, come fully furnished with the furniture that you can see in the videos. We do actually prop the home, so I can't necessarily give you the props, but the furniture definitely. So all your sofas, tables, chairs that are in the kitchen, etc., and beds. You can do as you please, basically. So if it's not to your taste, you're more than happy to, whether you pass it to family or only keep certain parts of it and bring your own furniture in, it's completely down to you. So whatever you want to do with it.
Brilliant.
Now, showing you the living room here, it's a really, really good size. We've got a focal fireplace there, which is electric. We've also got TV points above that as well, which again, if you want to put your TV on your wall. And you can see, as I gaze around the room, you've got plenty of plug sockets. I wanted just to quickly show you the ceiling, because obviously the vaulted ceiling makes all the difference in these homes. Again, really gives you the spacious feel. But even in this one being the Kensington, you have the built-in surround speakers as well. So if you do like your music, you can walk between rooms and have that playing. And then, obviously, more importantly, the patio doors, which can lead out onto a patio, which you can style, subject to cost, and again, depending on your position at Reculver Rise. Now, they're all gas centrally heated. They are all double glazed. So again, the quality is just second to none. They're built to the BS 3632 standards. So it's the equivalent standard of a new bricks and mortar home. Now, I'm just going to walk through, take you into the room on my left, which is the lovely bathroom. Again, lovely, modern, contemporary. The nice, all the way down to the nice little free-flowing taps, low-level WC with storage either side of it, makes all the difference. Large mirrored cupboards with lights above. And what you've all been waiting for is that lovely roll-top bath on a wet and windy day. Would just be perfect. Heated towel rail in here as well as its own small radiator, so it will be a really warm room. Okay, so we're into the second bedroom on the right hand side of the stately Kensington. Again, all the space you'll need for a second bedroom. Lovely little feature wall with the wallpaper there with downlighters above. But we've also, if I just pan round, got double wardrobe space. Got all your clothes as well as your bedside tables, which again are part of the furniture, as well as the fixtures and fittings on the curtains and the mirror, which will all come with a home.
Wes, do they have to have the pictures of you at the side of the bed, or is that a different option?
I'm pretty certain they want one of those, Chris, but I can get a few printed if they're necessary. Now into the master bedroom. It's a lovely light room, this, obviously because of the large feature windows you can see on my left, which is again vaulted floor to ceiling. Looks fantastic. Another feature wallpapered wall with the bedside tables either side on this king size bed. Coming in and rolling around to my left, you've got a large modern style radiator with a nice chest of drawers and storage over by the window. And then panning round to the right hand side, you've got this fantastic ensuite shower room. I mean, just look at how fantastically finished that is. You've got plenty of light in here, which is really, really good. Heated towel rail, low level WC, and the wash hand basin with storage below, which again is essential. More importantly, the lovely large cubicle shower, all nicely finished, ready to go. So again, just a taster of the type of home that you can have on Reculver Rise. And one more room that's actually branched off from here, excuse me in the mirror, is actually a walk-in wardrobe. Again, there's just so much storage in this home, which is just fantastic. With all the drawer space, the hanging space for the rails, even somewhere to put your shoes. So really, really handy, something to have. I'm going to kind of pan back as I walk back out towards the front and just give you one more kind of glance of each room. Again, if there are any specific questions, please do let me know.
Someone's asked, Wes, do these homes come with a warranty?
They do indeed. So what I touched on earlier with the BS 3632 standard, which you can read up if you want to. Again, they're very similar in terms of what the new bricks and mortar homes offer you. Typically, they will offer you a 10-year NHBC. It's very similar to these. You'll get a 10-year structural and render warranty within the homes. And again, they are guaranteed to last a minimum of 60 years. So again, the quality is just second to none.
Yeah, it's a nice home, that one. That's brilliant. Thank you for showing us that one. I hope everyone got a good idea on that. And that's brilliant.
No problem. I'm just going to take you to the next one.
Actually, Wes, good question coming from one of the party. If you prefer to have a shower instead of a bath, can that be altered in the main bedroom? Bathroom, sorry. Main bedroom.
In the main bathroom. Yeah, it can be altered. Again, if it's just a shower over the bath, you know, it's not too big a job. But again, we'll take case by case and certainly try and work something out for you. It's not a problem at all.
Great. Thanks, mate.
Okay. I'm just going to walk to the other home. Again, as I mentioned earlier, this is Silver Mist, so the aesthetics of the park may be a little bit different. It's more to kind of focus on the homes here. Now, the one we're going to show you next is the same size. It's a 46 foot by 20, the one on my right here. Slightly different style, which you can see. And again, it just looks fantastic. On a lovely sunny day like today, it's rounded at the front. I'll go into more detail about that in just a second. Again, mainly just focusing on the home. So let's take you inside steps into the front door. So as we come on in, I'm just going to step back into a nice porched area with obviously the carpet already built in. My right hand side here, we have straight away a cloak cupboard, hang your clothes, your coats, and obviously store your shoes. Also handy for hoovers and mops, etc. Now as you walk in, it's a lovely wooden floor. Into your left hand side, you're into a fantastic room. Again, with vaulted ceilings, just looks brilliant. In this particular one, again, you've got the skylight, letting that more natural light in, as well as all the glass at the back. Now I'm going to touch on that view in just a second, because it will be obviously different at Reculver Rise for you. But as I pan round, I want to show you the living space first. So plenty of room within the living room itself. You've got a lovely feature wall there, as well as a feature fireplace, which you can store your TV and fit your TV above. Electric fireplace, and again, plenty of those plug sockets around, which is always really handy to have. As I pan round to the left, you can see the split in the floor from carpet to hard floor. And then you've got the nice dining area, which has got an extendable table that looks out to that fantastic view. So again, obviously the view is going to be different here because we're already showing you the home, but I do believe that this one, when it's on Reculver Rise, will be situated and you will literally be looking out of the view, out of these windows onto the sea, which will be fantastic. Now I'm just going to step back. Again, this one is the same manufacturer as I mentioned earlier, so it's a Stately. It's a Stately at Harvard, so that's the name of the home. Into the kitchen, again, really nice and modern. This one has the freestanding fridge freezer. We've got full-size dishwasher. Again, sink and a half with the nice washer tap, and then your washing machine built in. Got a small wine fridge as well as panning round to the left, which is where the island is, which accommodates the, again, 5-ring electric hob and oven below. So really, really nicely finished. Also used as a breakfast table. The rest of the cupboard space, I always like to show you this one because it's so handy for cupboard space and storing your food. But as I open that, you've got the nice retractable shelved storage unit. So I'm going to take another step back and pan and show you this whole room because there's a lot to take in within this room. Dining room, kitchen, large living area.
It's so bright, isn't it, Wes? I mean, you know, you haven't got any lights on there at all, and it's just amazing how because of the windows and the skylights and everything, it's so bright in there, isn't it?
Yeah, I've specifically done it and left the lights off on this side just so you can see that, most definitely, because it does make a massive difference to the room, and it's where you'll spend most of your time. So now walking through to the hallway into the left-hand side, you're into the second bedroom. Lovely double bed, bedside tables, large radiator, as well as a chest of drawers and built-in double wardrobe there. I'm going to step in and just show you that from this angle. So again, furniture included. And
I mean, you could get a king-size bed in there, couldn't you, Wes?
Most definitely. You can actually see the space that they've left, you know, for the bedside tables to be able to show you can easily get a king-size bed, no problem. Even down to the little sockets where you've got, you know, the USBs already built in to be able to charge your phone, as well as using the plug. So all the little things that count. Now, as we continue down the hallway to the right-hand side, really well laid out bathroom. Again, we've got the mirrored units, which are storage cupboards behind that with downlighters. Lovely sink and storage below, as well as a low-level WC. And of course, the P-shaped bath with the large shower head over is just fantastic. Everything done, ready to go. You can literally move in tomorrow if you didn't want to take, you just want to have a fresh furniture, fresh home, leave all your old stuff, no problem at all. Okay, master bedroom. Lovely feature wall. Again, just breaks up the room and the colours within. King size bed in this one with bedside tables either side. And as I step in and move to the right hand side, you can see on the left, We've got large double wardrobes built in with sliding doors. A dressing area, with drawers built in also. And then stepping through into your own ensuite, which has a luxury walk-in shower separated with a glass pane. With again, that shower head over. All tiled surround, floor to ceiling. Really low maintenance, easy to keep clean. Storage below the sink. And then low level WC with a heated towel rail. I'm going to do the same again and just walk back through the home, showing you each room as I leave it, just to give you a refresher of what they're like. I always like to mention within these homes as well that we're always thinking of storage, and again, these bigger homes do have a loft hatch, as you can see here. Not your traditional size, but definitely enough to house your Christmas trees, suitcases, tuck them all out of the way so it's nice, neat and tidy. Again, if you can all just imagine looking out these windows across over the sea, when it's built at Reculver Rise, will just be fantastic.
That's lovely, Wes. Can I just give a quick plug to Silver Mists while you're here? Just in case anybody wishes to look more about this park. This park is based in near Ringwood in Dorset. We do have a virtual video event next Wednesday at 11 o'clock. So if you wanted to see more about this park, or you just wanted to see Wes, I don't know, you are welcome. You are welcome to again log in next week. The teams will give you all the logins and everything else. So bit of a plug there for you, Wes.
Fantastic, that's good. I look forward to you all joining. Is there anything else that you wanted me to show today, Chris?
No, absolutely brilliant. I hope that's given everyone a great idea of the quality of the homes and things, Wes. So no, thank you very much indeed. So no, thank you very much, Wes. We will now go back across and we'll go back across to Chris and Sharon. Hello.
Who are currently sat down enjoying the sun in the tea gardens.
Getting a suntan.
You're even more browner than you were 15 minutes ago.
All right. Well, the sun is strong here. It is. But no, thanks, Wes. That's brilliant. And I mean, the particular focus on the oven with those windows is amazing, and it's going to have that sea view. Just a couple of things to note. You said about 20 homes being on Reculver Rise. Sharon's done a wonderful job of reserving 6 of those homes already, so there are only 14 homes available for reserve at Reculver Rise. 2 of which were going to be the Harvard, 1 of which has been reserved. So there's 1 Harvard left available for reservation. The second point I'd just like to quickly cover is there was a question as to whether we could exchange a bath for a shower on the Kensington, or vice versa, I think it was.
Yeah.
We can do so, but the homes have already been ordered for Reculver Rise, so we would need to get in there pretty quick to make any adaptations in the next couple of weeks or so before those homes go into build ready for Reculver Rise. So just a couple of things to note there. I'm going to turn the camera around though, because we're sat in the tea garden. Excuse my finger. Okay, so we're sat in the tea garden. So this is part of the facilities that we have here at Royal Reculver Court. It's beautiful. As you can see, it's sunbathed. It's fantastic. We've got the garden furniture out, lovely seating all around, well manicured gardens. And I'm going to pan all the way around and show you. And then myself and Sharon are going to take you into the swimming pool. There's some facilities for both Reculver Court and Reculver Rise, and the coffee lounge and coffee and meeting place, which is at Reculver Court and Reculver Rise. So I'm going to show you around the tea area one more time. It's just a fantastic area, and then we'll take you for a good look around the pool area. But it's just a nice social area just off the cafe that you can meet. It goes into another section here as well, which I'll neglect to show you. Another area there, another seating area, just a really nice area for you to come out, bathe yourself in the sun, or have a cup of tea or coffee, or a sandwich or a panini or a jacket potato from the cafe itself. And I understand Geraldine makes fantastic cakes here at Reculver Court, so it's just a fantastic area for socialising. But we're going to take a walk around the swimming pool now. So Sharon's going to lead the way. So the swimming pool area and changing room area is just off the tea area as well. So it's a coded entrance. So you'll be able to make it's closed at the moment due to the current COVID crisis, but it's a coded entrance. So you're able to let yourself in at any point. And it's a fantastic indoor heated pool area. Okay, so the swimming pool's open 7 days a week. I'll get Sharon to give you a bit of a lowdown here.
Yep. Swimming pool's open 7 days a week from 9 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon. You have full use of it. Your friends and family can use the pool, but we can't have anyone under the age of 18 in it.
Okay, fantastic. I'll walk you around the pool, and I promise I'm not going to fall in. Well, I hope I'm not going to fall in. But there's changing facilities, seating area here as well. And there's a seating area the other side. Just have a look from the other direction quickly. Got all your safety advice for the pool itself. And then through the Georgian Bar double doors across the other side is the cafe, which I'm going to walk to shortly. Like I say, it's a fantastic size indoor swimming pool. Shame I can't use it today, but it's a beautiful day outside, and you can imagine going for a swim and then coming into the coffee lounge and then going out into the tea room. And then this is the cafe at Reculver. So it's a fantastic cafe area. Like I say, we have cakes and paninis and sandwiches and cold drinks and hot drinks. And it's a really good social area for everyone to come and visit, sit, enjoy, either after having a swim or after using the tea area. So we're going to take a seat in the tea room. And if anyone's got any particular questions, or Chris, if you've got any particular questions, we'll answer those, and then we'll hand back over to yourself to continue with your piece as well, Chris.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah, we've had a couple of questions. I've been holding on to them because I've been quite fixed with the gardens and everything else as well myself. Someone's asked, is there an extra cost for the use of these facilities?
No, there's no cost to use the facilities. Royale provide the facilities for people to use.
Brilliant. Somebody has asked about fences for dogs. Are they allowed fences for dogs?
Not fencing for dogs, but we can look at putting privet hedge up so you separates the boundary between each of the homes. Most of the residents here at Reculver that have animals prefer to have their gardens kind of open, so no one really has any kind of fencing around.
Yeah, brilliant. What is the policy on the pets? So it's, are they allowed more than one dog, Sharon?
You can have up to 2.
Brilliant. Okay, that's good. As I said, the walks around there are fantastic, aren't they?
Oh, you can walk from here to Minnis Bay. If anybody knows the Kent area, you can walk from Reculver here right through to Minnis Bay one way, which take about an hour, or even ride your bike. And the other way, you can walk from here right into Herne Bay itself. We've got the country park just down the road, and if you like a tipple, we do have the local King Ethelbert.
Lovely. This is probably one for you, Sharon, and I'm not implying anything here, but someone's asked if there's any pubs nearby.
There is. We do have the local Ethelbert, which is just down the road. It literally, from the park to walk it's about 5 minutes.
Brilliant. Okay, I didn't imply anything there, Sharon, I promise. Are you? Someone's asked, are you allowed to bring your barbecue with you, and do the gardens go all around the home, or are they just at the side and the front?
No, they go all the way around, and yes, you can bring your barbecue with you.
Brilliant. That's fantastic. In terms of internet, somebody else has asked, will there be provisions for internet at Reculver Rise?
Yes, the local broadband provider here at the moment is a company called VFast. So obviously you get your broadband through them, but it doesn't stop you having anything like Sky TV or anything like that. You can still have that. You just can't have them as your broadband provider.
Brilliant. That's right. And then somebody else has asked, what about grandchildren or children staying on the park?
Now, this one always makes me laugh because whenever people come on park, I say, "What do you want me to say? Yes or no? Do you want them to come and spoil it, or do you want them?" So yes, you can have grandchildren. They can come and stay throughout the summer holidays. We have grandchildren here quite regularly, and they love coming to see their grandparents. Obviously, they're not allowed to go into the swimming pool, but we are right by the beach, and they do all go for the coastal walks. We have also got the country park just down the road. So they go down there also.
Brilliant. One question which has been asked by a couple of people, but in slightly different ways. So I'll try and put it in one sort of context.
Okay.
Obviously, currently at the moment with the regulations that are in place and the lockdown, etc., obviously social distancing is the biggest word that we are using at the moment. We hear it constantly. If somebody is interested and they feel comfortable with being able to come to the park, what provisions have been put in place for people to come to Reculver to make it safe?
Obviously, we're looking to do one-to-one viewings. We don't want a group of people to turn up. The homes will be sanitised, and we can provide them with PPE, so masks and gloves, and then they're allowed to go and view the homes. We would stay at obviously a safe distance from them as well.
Just on top of that, Chris, we can also do personal virtual tours. So if anyone wanted to look at a particular area of the development or a further look at the facilities, we can do that. And everything that we're doing at the moment, as far as reservations are concerned, are refundable and transferable. So if a deposit was placed and they wanted to either choose a different location or a different plot, we could also accommodate that and get all sort of valuations of homes and the sale progressing nicely, even in this current crisis.
Yeah, because you've had a number of people actually move in recently as well, haven't we?
Yeah, very much so. Very much so.
Well, one home left to sell on Reculver Court, and Reculver Rise, hopefully, when the homes start arriving, will be sold out pretty quick.
Brilliant. I mean, just in terms of, without putting you on the spot, in terms of timing for the people on there, what sort of timing are we hoping to look for to get Reculver Rise completed?
I'd like to say tomorrow.
So,
roughly speaking, as far as the delay we've had to current development, I'd be saying that we would like to get homes habitable and ready for access in the next couple of months, and that area of development finished by the end of the year. Obviously, we're not quite sure how this level of crisis and the pandemic is going to affect us going forward from this point, but it's nice to see that there's an element of back to business coming back in the country as a whole. But relatively, we can move as fast or as slow as the customer requires, in the sense of we can get the ball rolling and we can reserve plots, and then sort of work with the customer's timescale going forward.
Brilliant. Okay, I'm not sure if we know the answer to this, but I've had a question which is, are you able to have your own broadband provider, and does that apply at most of the parks?
No, not here.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's an individual provider for Reculver Court. However, majority of our developments have super fast Wi-Fi on development. Majority of the developments have free access to choose whoever you want as a provider. However, Reculver Court is slightly different just because of the confines of the network itself. We provide a network on development for our customers. Fantastic.
That's brilliant. Apart from that, that is all the questions that we've been asked, so that's terrific. Is there anything else you want to show us?
Well, I was going to show you quickly before you did your bit with regards to the part exchange, etc. I was actually going to take you through the tea garden and show you the views. Would that be okay, Chris?
Yeah, brilliant. I'm so short, Chris. I haven't seen over that wall, so this is probably a new thing for me.
Okay, well, I'm definitely not lacking in the height department. You get a good view from me. So, bear with. So, back through the tea gardens and through that other section that I showed you just a moment ago. This is another sort of little party piece of Reculver Court. Is you've got your 7 different access ways into the facilities themselves. And then just to show you how close we are to the sea, just looking over this wall here, as far as the eye can see, is the coast and the sea. And you can actually see the towers there at Reculver us there. I think you can see them slightly in the distance, Chris.
Yeah.
I can see them nice and clearly here. They're much bigger in front of my eyes than they are on that screen in front of me. I know that. But it's absolutely picturesque. There is a public footpath which will start your walks, but all the way around, I'm just going to pan around. It's just coastal views. Now, if I just look slightly upwards, the view that I'm showing you now with a dog walker just walking past is pretty much the view that you're getting from Reculver Rise. It's parallel to where the development is running, so you look out straight over the footpath and straight out to the sea. It's a fantastic spot.
Lovely. Yeah, I mean, location-wise, it's brilliant, isn't it, Chris? I mean, it's
stunning. It's absolutely stunning. I'll tell you a secret, Chris. Until today, I've not been to Reculver before. I manage some developments down in the southwest of Britain, and I mean, it's a blessing. It's been a lovely day here. Sharon has got an absolutely unique and fantastic development. I mean, the mix of coast and country is phenomenal, and you know, really, I know this virtual tour gives you a touch of how the development is and how close we are to the coast, etc. But seeing's believing. You must come here and take a look, guys. It really is a fantastic development, and Sharon is a wonderful human being, a great salesperson, and she would love to look after you and show you around the development.
brilliant, brilliant. Well, Chris, that's been brilliant. We've done brilliant with the pictures. They've all come through crystal clear. You guys have done a brilliant job, and you can thank Sharon for me as well.
Yeah, Sharon, give him a wave. Thank you very much,
Sharon. That's brilliant. And again, if anybody does feel they want to go and speak to Sharon, Sharon is fantastic. She knows the area, the development inside and out. So great person to deal with. So by all means, let us know further. So thank you, Chris. That is absolutely brilliant. I'm hoping that everybody got something out of that. As I say, we've done what we can to show you the facilities and what there is around. And like I say, we're really hoping that that's giving you an idea to the facilities, where it is, the types of homes that will be going on. And like I said, the quality of those homes is superb. It's difficult at the moment for people to get around. Obviously, you've got to be careful. If you do feel, though, that you are comfortable enough that you would like to go and see it in the flesh, we have now, particularly with the lockdown sort of being eased slightly now, but we've always had these procedures in place anyway, that you will be able to go to the development, you'll be able to go and have a look round at a safe distance from everybody else. We won't come in contact with you, so that if you would like to go down, let us know. There will be safe measures in place for you to do that if you wish. If not, though, if you still don't feel comfortable with going out, then by all means, we can give you a virtual tour on a more personal basis than we are today, on a more one-on-one, where either myself or Sharon or Chris at the development can actually show you around whatever you want to see. We can show you any of the homes that there are there. There's only one, unfortunately, but we can show you more and more. So, as I say, there is ways to take things forward if that's what you'd like to do. I hope you really found that insightful, and I hope it gave you sort of an idea to the quality of what we're going to produce there. Let me just, as Chris said, he mentioned a little bit about the part exchange side, so I'm going to show you another couple of slides that will basically give you some ideas. So obviously for people at the moment, although estate agents are starting to go back to work, which is good news for the economy, a lot of them still aren't, and it's still not as easy. The market is still not really moving forward. So if you were interested in reserving or placing a deposit on one of the homes up there, then, and you've got your property to sell, again, that's not an issue. Royal Life are one of the very few in the UK where, through ourselves, Quickmove Properties, we are able to offer you 100% market value for your home. So therefore, and in terms of getting it valued, we do not need to get estate agents round currently, so you don't necessarily need contact with estate agents. Also, is that if you do a part exchange through us, then there will be the property does not get marketed through an estate agent. It doesn't go on the market. So you have a nice easy process to go through, where if you do a part exchange, you can choose the home, pay a deposit, and then we can buy your property in as a part exchange. The property doesn't go on the market, and therefore you don't have viewers coming round. You don't have to worry about sanitizing and all of that business. Also, is what you're able to do is that you don't have to worry about sales falling through, any of that. You can literally just say, yeah, that's fine, we can make it work, and therefore we can move you within a few weeks, or if the home isn't there, we can change it to when the home will be in place. It's a very easy process. It doesn't cost you anything at all, so you won't pay estate agency costs. We will pay your solicitor costs to do the transaction as well, and there is no stamp duty to pay on these homes. That's quite a big saving just for those three things as well. Royal Life currently, as an offer, are actually offering free removals or up to £750 towards removal costs as an incentive as well at the moment. So great, it's going to save you a bit of money, it's going to make it very easy for you to move. Also, because if you are moving any distance, as anyone knows on here that's moved house before, trying to do everything in one day is a bit of a logistical nightmare. So what we are happy to do as part of the process, if you part exchange your home, is that on the day of completion, you will get the monies in for your own home. You will also get the keys for your new property, but you don't have to move on that day. We will allow you to stay in your own home for up to 2 weeks afterwards, so that you can move maybe the next weekend or gradually, whatever is easy. So again, it's a very, very straightforward process. Quickmove Properties, this is our 23rd year. We move around 300 people a year on this scheme. We've got great reviews, we're very reliable. Please check our website at any point. But the good thing is we want to make it as easy as possible for you. So there are next steps. You know, if you want to do something, even though we're in lockdown, we can still move things forward for you. So in terms of an extra incentive, Royal Life being very generous in this is that they have, just for the people that attend these calls, they've put in an added incentive that if you were to place a deposit by the end of this month, that you would qualify to have £1,000 worth of either garden furniture, technology, Marks and Spencer's vouchers, holiday vouchers, if we ever get to go on holiday again, and a golf, a leisure, whatever you want to do. There's £1,000 there worth of extra incentives, which will be paid to you, as I say, if you decide to put down a deposit and you move further down the line. So a great added incentive if you're thinking of doing something now. In terms of the next steps, so again, if you wanted to do something further, then we'd love to engage further with you. You will receive an email from either ourselves or from Royal Life, which will basically have just the availability on the development, what's for sale. We can provide you with 3D tours. We could do floor plans, whatever you want to do, so that you've got any information from today's visit as well. You can also, please feel free to contact us. My team and Royal Life will be in contact with you just to get your thoughts and to see how things was today. But again, if you want to ask any further questions, if there's things that we didn't cover today that you would like us to cover, or you'd like a personal viewing moving forward at your leisure, then please, by all means, either drop me an email or the team, or give us a call. We're always here to help if that's what you'd like us to do. So, so in that respect, that is all the slides I've got, which you'll be pleased to see. In terms of, like I say, the next steps, we are here to help. I know it's difficult at the moment. If you'd like to talk further with us, we'd be delighted to deal with you at any point. Again, today, I've really enjoyed presenting to you today. We hope you've enjoyed it. My name is Chris Hendry. If you really would like some further information, please let us know. I am hoping today you've enjoyed it. I'm hoping that you've got something out of it, which is great. And we hope that it's as a live event, it's come across professional and as we wanted it to. We'd love your feedback. We'd love to improve these. We want to keep doing more. We want to get better and better at these. So if there's something you would like us to change, or whether you have got positive feedback, whatever it is, we would welcome that from you as well. So by all means, please feel free to drop us a mail or something, just letting us know how we did. That would be lovely. Apart from that, I'm done. So I just wanted to thank you all today for your time. You've been brilliant. Thank you for presenting. Both myself and Chris and Sharon are going to hang on this call for a few minutes afterwards. If any of you would like to stay on and have a one-to-one and talk and ask us some questions, you'll be more than welcome. Apart from that, my name is Chris. I just wanted to say thank you once again for your time. I hope you've enjoyed this virtual viewing event, and I hope we look forward to seeing you either in the future or at another event in the future. So again, thank you everybody, and thank you very much indeed. Okay. Does anybody have any questions?
Are there any? Can you get a bus from there?
Yes.
Yes. So I'll pass you to Sharon on that one. Sharon?
Hello.
Are there any buses close to the site, Sharon?
Yes, we do have buses. We have 3 buses a day. The first bus is about 20 to 10 in the morning, and it's about a 2-3 minute walk from the actual park itself.
And where does it go to?
You can go to Herne Bay, or you can get the later bus, which goes into Canterbury.
Right.
And from there, obviously, you can get additional buses because they go to the main towns.
Yeah.
If you want to walk into town, is it possible to do so?
You can walk into the main Herne Bay along the coastal route, which will take you about an hour's walk.
All right. How about surgeries and doctors and things like that?
The doctors is a mile just up the road. The closest supermarket is 3.5 miles away, and the closest town is about 3 miles.
Hospital?
Hospital, you've got Canterbury Hospital, which is about 25 minutes, or you've got the QEQM, which is probably about 25 minutes in Margate, the other way.
Okay, thank you so much.
No
Thank you for your questions. Thank you, Ali. Does anybody else have any questions?
Shall I ask anything else?
No.
There was something I was going to ask, but wasn't it?
No.
What costs are incurred for the site and what are they for?
Okay.
Right. So you have a ground maintenance to pay.
Yeah, that type of thing.
Which is £212.80 per calendar month. It's reviewed every September, but it's set against the retail price index, so it won't go up hugely. But that is obviously to pay to keep your home here on park. The facilities that we've got on park, you don't get charged for.
Okay, those 2 homes that you showed us down in Dorset, are they, I mean, the 2 that are going on your site, are they the £375,000 ones? I would imagine.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
So
they are.
you're going to have some others that are not quite as that size? That's the biggest, I assume they're the biggest?
They will. The 2 homes that are coming will be one will be a 48 foot by 20, one will be a 45 foot by 20. We will, once we finish the Reculver Rise development, we are starting another development, so we will have homes kind of in the middle price bracket.
And that will be in the same area?
It will be back over where Reculver Court was itself, where we was first touring this morning.
So Reculver Rise is a sort of exclusive coastside development of 20 homes, and Reculver Court will be extending its current home levels, and prices will start from 235,000 upwards on that development.
And are there various homes you can have on there?
A multitude of different homes we take from all the major manufacturers of the bespoke bungalows. So yeah, very different sizes, looks and feels. We've just picked 2 particular homes today to demonstrate.
Thank you.
Yeah, we may possibly have a ride down and have a chat with you anyway, with Sharon.
Yeah, sure.
You know, and do you do like a brochure with the homes that you can have or you can choose?
I have got a brochure here. We've got many brochures that you can have a look through. We can sit down and discuss. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give you a call anyway. We'll maybe book an appointment.
Okay, no problem.
I mean, just to let you know, with the homes, I mean, we deal with different sizes. Obviously, the ones we showed you today are sort of 45 foot onwards. If you go for a smaller home, for instance, maybe a 42 foot or whatever you want to do, even though they're smaller, they're still similar quality to what you've seen today. There's different layouts. If you were to be able to get it at an early stage and you bespoke your own home, you are able to then choose everything inside in terms of curtains, carpets, colours of kitchens, tiles, everything.
Okay.
It's quite exciting. Sometimes that's quite exciting as well.
Also, with the homes, he said you can bring your own furniture, but does that alter the price of the actual home, or is it the same?
Yeah, it will slightly, because I mean they come as the manufacturers have a furniture package which they have in there. So the honest answer is, if you said I don't want any of that furniture, it will reduce the price. I will say it's not tens of thousands of pounds.
No.
But
The
answer is yeah. The answer to that is yes. If you don't want the furniture and you say, look, I don't want that, the appliances come pretty much built in anyway.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
You are able to, on certain homes, you may be able to say, look, I want a washing machine and a dishwasher, and again they can do that, and they can build it in, and they have a sort of standard specification which is similar to what you've seen today.
Yes.
But you can add to it. You know, you might say, I would like silver doorknobs, and I want this, and I want a dishwasher bigger than that, and they can accommodate pretty much anything. It's just if you want additional things, there is a little bit of an additional cost to it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I understand.
As you say, if you don't want the furniture, yes, there is a reduction in the price.
Yeah, or you might want some, not some of the other.
Yeah, but it might be they've got different furniture there that you might, as I say, if you might say, well, actually, I don't like that furniture, but some of the other furniture they've got, they do give you options. So, but that's the beauty of, you know, working it all out at that point.
The bed, I mean, the bed they give you might not be as comfortable as the one you've already got.
Very true.
Are there garden sheds with these properties?
Yes.
There are.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, so we can.
For instance, can that shed be, I mean, can you use that shed as a craft room or something like that?
So we can supply a shed with the purchase of the property. We can supply it with electricity to the shed and with a concrete supply. So yeah, you could use that area for whatever you wanted, really. As well as different homes have different layouts. So there may be some rooms that have like a hobby room or study included in the home as well.
Are there different size sheds?
Generally, we stick to a size of 6 by 8.
Okay.
Right. So the prices quoted is for the home itself, or does that include the area?
No, so the price of the home is for the home itself, the purchase of the plot area as landscaped and ready. So, you know, steps, access to the property, the driveway, and gardens generally laid to lawn.
Right.
So the price you pay is what we call turnkey. So it's pretty much, that's the price you pay. You're able to, on completion, walk in the door, put your stuff in it, and it's ready to go. So it's not like you find with new homes these days where they show you a lovely show home, but the one you actually get looks nothing like that. As we've shown today, that is how the homes come. So that is the attraction of them, really. But they come all bricked in. Steps up to them, everything else like that, the driveways, landscapes, everything.
If that's just another question. If you have to sell the home for any reason, like death or whatever, or you know something happens, you have to move. But I mean, do they take a percentage of the sale price?
So if you sell the home, you're able to put the home on the open market with any agent as normal, just like your bricks and mortar property. There is a 10% commission charge payable to ourselves as a business. However, if the property was sold within the first 2 years of purchase, that wouldn't be applied.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Lovely.
But in majority of circumstances, you'd imagine that once people move to these developments, it's their last move. So generally speaking, that circumstance doesn't occur very often.
Honest, I haven't got long.
Well, I mean, the beauty of a resident. I mean, this is the residential home. This is what I was trying to say, the difference between a residential and a leisure home, because some leisure parks will allow you to live on there 12 months of the year, but they only have a set lease on them. So when the lease is finished, that's it, you lose it. And so that the prices of those diminish quite a lot, which is what people ask me. But on a residential home, if something, heaven forbid, should happen to you, you are able to leave it to family. They are able to sell it, or if they are over the age of 45, they can live in it themselves. So this is the difference between living on a residential park and a leisure complex or a leisure park. So with residential, you have that security.
Right.
So are these homes freehold then, or are they leasehold?
No, they're neither.
So go on. Sorry, Chris, I'll let you answer this.
So They're neither leasehold or freehold. So your traditional leasehold would be for perhaps a 50-year or 99-year lease. And your freehold would be that you would own the property in the land that it resides on. So we still own the land as the landowner. That's why you pay your estate charge to live at Reculver Court or Reculver Rise. So essentially, it's sold on a government-led initiative, and it's sold on a written statement document, which means you can reside in the property in perpetuity, as long as that estate charge is paid each month.
All right, okay.
Do you pay council tax?
You do indeed, yeah. There's council tax band B here at Reculver Court and Reculver Rise.
So that's on additional to your £200 a month?
Yeah.
It is indeed, yes.
Right.
We've asked the government to waive that, but they've said no.
Yeah. So how much is the council tax down there at the moment?
The council tax here is 1,438 for the year.
And then you've got your 202 a month?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
I mean,
1,000.
So go on.
Go
Go on,
on,
Arlene,
no,
sorry.
The council tax was £1,438 for
Okay,
the
thank
year.
you. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I deal with a lot of parks around the country, and people sometimes say to me, well, what am I paying for? The one thing I will stress on this is that I'm sure some of you, if you may have seen some of these older parks where they've been left to rack and ruin. They don't look that great. No one looks after them. So ultimately, when you come to sell it, they're not very valuable anymore. The difference is, they will keep the park upkeep as it is now. And if you want an example of that, Wickham Court, which is I would say their oldest park down in Fareham, is kept to this standard all the time. The grasses are cut, the entrance, of course, you've got the secure entrance, which again, the gates are that's included in the charge and all the fobs, everything else. So the point is that they keep them to such a high standard that if ever you did need to come and sell them, they would be desirable. I know parks where they don't charge very much on the service charge, but you go in there and realise why.
Yeah.
Because nothing's kept. And in terms of being freehold, they couldn't really be freehold, because once you give rights to a freehold, they could do whatever they want. And the park would have the idea is that there's some basic park rules, like the numbers of dogs, like the upkeep of the property, like certain things like that, to make it right for the residents and the minimum age. If we didn't have any control over that, you'd be getting kids living on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a lifestyle that we're selling here, rather than just the homes and everything else. We want people to live on an area with similar age people, similar interests. It's a community. It's it's something that's secure, and therefore there's certain rules that will protect you all there.
Do any of the homes individually have alarms, or do they not worry?
No one here has alarms on their homes. Obviously, we are a gated community.
Mm-hmm.
There's always someone here on park, one of the residents, and they all mix together and obviously have a thriving social life, better than mine. That's what I'd.
And we on top of the gates, we have CCTV, and there is security at Reculver Rise and Reculver Court as well.
Oh, okay.
Right. Okay, that's fine.
Saves some more money.
That saves money.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is on these developments, it's funny, you don't drive in them unless you need to, and it's very strict. So believe me, I have people that I know go on holiday and leave them there, because you've got people around you. No one's going to steal anything, because you go within seconds.
Yeah.
That's good.
I noticed that in those mobile homes, they had both the TV sockets up on the wall, not over the fire. But if you don't want them over the fire, can you have them somewhere else?
Of course you can. Yeah. Yeah, and again, part of the process, if you're to order your own home, is that you can choose where you want plug sockets. Where you want plug sockets, if you want a double rather than a single. Likewise, if you want a TV point further down in the corner rather than that. All of these things are changeable. So the answer to that is yes.
So when you sort of decide what you want, you can then do those sort of things at that time.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite exciting. I've been on a few of these before. It's caused a few arguments between people, I'm going to be honest. But with the manufacturers, they literally go room by room and say, right, that's where a radiator's going. That's where this is going. You might say, well, I don't want the radiator there. I want to put it over there. And I want a TV point over there. And that's the degree you can go to.
Right.
Okay.
You can. I've just had a guy that's put silver. I mean, on some of them, there's the white sockets, and he wanted silver everywhere. Not a problem. So these things can be changed to suit individuals, and that's the beauty of them.
And also on that site, there's no restriction on size of mobile home you have, or is there?
Yes.
So the bungalows that we supply come in various different sizes. So what I would suggest, if anyone's got any individual sort of requirements of home or style or size, it's probably best to contact Sharon on development and discuss. Just Reculver Rise. We've already ordered many of the homes for Reculver Rise. There may be some changes that we can make to them, but those homes have already been ordered ready for Reculver Rise. Chris is right in the sense that there are elements of homes that we can bespoke, but the best thing to do would be to contact Sharon on development directly, list your requirements, and she would be able to provide you with either the closest suit of home or a home that we already have here on development, or be able to guide you through the process of purchasing an individual home.
Well, probably our time scale, we're probably looking at your next phase, extending Reculver Court.
What I would suggest is, like I say, the best thing to do is just either book in a telephone
come down and have a
Sharon,
look.
or pop down and have a look, because seeing's really believing. It's a fantastic development.
No, we had planned to come down and actually have a look, but this has been helpful to actually see your virtual. It's been rather handy.
Oh, no, it's fantastic. I'm so glad that everybody joined. I'm very conscious I've got a low battery light on my telephone, so I if it does cut, I do apologise. But is there any other questions that anyone needed to address? Or
what about dustbins and things like that? Is it like a communal place you put your rubbish?
No, the council come and pick up the dustbins every Tuesday. So 1 week is general waste, When you move on to park, we provide you with your general waste bin and a food caddy. And if you wish to recycle, you purchase the bin from the council yourselves.
Okay.
And they will pick it up?
Yes.
Will Reculver Court have the same facilities that you have here?
The facilities that we're currently in at the moment, Chris and I, which is the pool and the coffee lounge, Reculver Court residents use and Reculver Rise residents will use. So the facilities are for both parks.
All right, okay. Brilliant.
Just so I can get some names to contact. Sorry, all I've got is Cindy. Can I get the surname?
Adams.
Sorry?
Adams.
Thank you. Just because obviously the different names are different on my screen than they are I've got here. So that's why, because I can then pass it on to Sharon and she can make contact with you at your leisure, really. So have you enjoyed it though?
Yes, very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Are there any other questions anybody has? Okay.
Yeah, Chris.
Oh, hi, Paul.
Hi. About insuring the bungalow, are there sort of specific insurance companies out there? Because I have had a brief look online.
Yeah.
Seems to me it's not the same as insuring an ordinary sort of bricks and mortar property. It seems as though there's specific insurance companies to insure your bungalow.
Yeah, I mean, the answer to that is yes, there is specialist insurance for them. I mean, in regards to costs, I mean, I've got 3 or 4 companies that, and I know Sharon has as well, that we can put you in contact with. They're very well known. They're big, they're massive companies, where basically, they insure them. Again, they base it on where it's located and whether it's flood risk, all of those things. But again, people I know I've moved on that have had insurance quotes, they haven't been much more than what you'd pay for bricks and mortar.
Oh, right.
It goes on the size of the home as well. So it's the size of the home, where it's located, and what's around it, basically.
Yeah.
But there's actually about 7 or 8 companies that do it, and have done it for a number of years. So we can put you in contact with those, no problem at all.
Yeah. Well, no.
Community should be a bit cheaper, I thought, than normal.
Well, this is it. Yeah, I mean, this is it. I mean, from their point of view, it's not a massive asset that they're insuring it in a funny sort of way. But as I say, all I can go is off the people that I know I've moved on to parts before. When they come back with quotes, they haven't been a great deal different to what bricks and mortar was, to be honest.
Okay.
So I can, no problem at all. I can pass you on. Towergate is one of them. There's a number of companies that deal with them that are very big, well-known companies that do insure them.
Yeah. No, it's just that we're going up to Norwich, because I said to you last week about the site at Norwich.
Yeah.
And we're going up on Tuesday to have a view with Cheryl, I think it is.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You're going up there. Oh, good. I'm glad it's arranged then. So you're going up there on Tuesday.
Yeah, but we spoke to Sharon also from Reculver during the week because my partner Denise was sort of interested, and we spoke to her during the week sort of regarding, because I think that's possible. We're either going to choose between Norwich or Reculver. So,
okay. Well, I mean, probably a good idea then for you to pop down as well.
Well, yeah, because I think when we spoke to Sharon, she said a lot of these won't be ready until next year. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, there is a home that you could see. It is smaller than these. It's the one that Chris showed us originally. If you want, I mean, you're still welcome to come down and see the facilities and where it is and all of that. And Sharon's great. She'll be able to at least you'll be able to see it then.
Yeah. Well, as I said, by going to Norwich, at least we'll get a rough idea of what the bungalow sort of look like anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Okay, lovely. Thank you.
Nice to see you again, Paul.
Guys. Thank you very much, guys. It's
Thank
really,
you so
really
much.
positive.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, everybody. Well, thank you for attending.
So we might see you all on a campsite somewhere.
Let's hope we see you very, very soon.